Yes, that is a real picture at the White House, and there's a lot more to it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a ridiculous celebration that happened at the White House for Pride Month. Now, we all know what Pride Month is. This is a month where the LGBTQ, XYZ, etc. celebrate themselves, their community, with events, fundraisers, merchandise, television. They celebrate it in all kinds of ways. They got the pride flags everywhere with the rainbow and the brand new colors, the black and the brown and the trans. They got all that stuff going on right now in Pride Month. They're also trying to push Pride Month in schools, K through 12, college, but that's a different story, and I digress. Now, the Biden administration wanted to make a big splash for Pride Month by having the biggest celebration at the White House ever. And part of the celebration was this picture right here. This picture is the White House, and this particular angle faces the South Lawn. If I'm wrong about that, y'all let me know in the comments below. But I've been right here inside the White House on the South Lawn before, so I know the particular angle. And to be clear, this is not an event outside the White House, outside the gate. No, it's inside the White House. You got to go through Secret Service and the whole 9 yards to be able to get in here. This is an official White House sanctioned event hosted by Joe Biden himself. He was at the microphone welcoming people. Joe Biden was there. The whole squad was there. I'm sure Corinne Jean-Pierre was there because she's LGBT, married to Suzanne Malveaux from CNN. But again, different story, I digress. So this picture right here kind of went viral. You see the brand new pride flag, right? This flag has a regular rainbow colors in it. Then it has the black and the brown for black and brown people. Now, I didn't know that black was synonymous with gay, but whatever. Then you have the trans colors right there. So that flag is prominent front and center, and then it's flanked by the U.S. flags. Now, I know a lot of my military guys, a lot of my patriots out there are not going to like that. I don't like that either, but that wasn't even the end. Now, here's a picture right there. Now, I apologize for the vulgarity. I'm really sorry for this, but this was at the White House on the South Lawn. This was going on. What you're seeing right here, if you're kind of confused, are a man and a woman, but they are presenting themselves differently than what their biological gender states. You understand? So what you have right here on the left is a biological woman with the scars right there from a double mastectomy. They call that the top surgery because a lot of these people are so young when they get the surgery, they cannot pronounce the word mastectomy. So they got to say top surgery and bottom surgery anyway. So this is a biological woman with top surgery scars up under the breast. And I guess this is not indecent exposure. In DC, it's kind of weird. You can kind of do this, but on the White House lawn, I think there might be a different level of decorum, perhaps. Anyway, so that's a biological woman right there on the left. And on the right, of course, is a biological man. This is an influencer. I think the person's name is Rose Montoya. Whatever. I'm seeing depravity. I'm seeing like nudity. I'm seeing a thing that really shouldn't be there. And remember, didn't the Biden administration, before they became the administration, run on bringing quote unquote decency back to the White House? If that's decency, then I can't tell. I cannot tell. It looks the exact opposite of decency to me, but let's keep on going here. Now, the person in the picture covering their implants up responded to the so-called trolls. I will link to this in the box. I know some of y'all nasty boys might want to go to her OnlyFans, but I digress. Let's just hear what this person said to get their side of the story, because I don't want to just put things out there, in my opinion. Let's hear from all sides. And if you want to see this in full, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
It has recently come to my attention that conservatives are trying to use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. And I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple, because why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off? However, before coming out as trans, it was not. All you're doing is affirming that I am a woman. All you're doing is saying that trans women are women, because for some reason, people like to sexualize women's bodies and say that they are inappropriate. My trans masculine friends were showing off their top surgery scars and living in joy, and I wanted to join them. And because it is perfectly within the law in Washington, D.C., I decided to join them and cover my nipples just to play it safe, because I wanted to be fully free and myself. I had zero intention of trying to be vulgar or be profane in any way. I was simply living in joy, living my truth, and existing in my body. Happy Pride, free the nipple.
Okay, there's a lot going on. I was dying to interrupt, but I don't like interrupting videos. I like to have you guys hear the whole video before I give my 2 cents whenever I can, but I was dying to interrupt. First of all, can I just be a little bit superficial? Just a little bit. And y'all, please don't sue me. I'm a human being. These lip fillers, y'all are getting out of control with these lip fillers, okay? If God did not make you with a set of full lips, then don't do it. Because when I see these fillers, all I'm seeing is like Simpsons characters, big overbites, lips looking like just a mess. It looks disgusting. Male or female, whatever you identify as, I don't care what you were born as. You could have been born as a whole pit bull puppy. It doesn't matter. These lip fillers are disgusting. Breast implants and whatnot too, the BBLs, the butt surgery too, but the lip fillers are the absolute worst. Please stop. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I don't care if it's legal to show breasts in DC. You're on the South Lawn of the White House. Have a little bit of decency. I mean, you and your homies that showing off the top surgery scars, the mastectomy scars, you and your homies are gross for doing that, okay? I don't care if you're a biological man taking your shirt off. You're on the White House. Look, when I go to the White House, I put on suit and tie. I am going to be dressed appropriately. That's just what it is. I'm not going to be out there strip taking my clothes off. And at a certain point, you are trying to be vulgar. Yeah, we're all trying to be vulgar, and that's what it's about. When we're talking about pride, what are we talking about exactly? Are we talking about sexuality or nah? Let's be all the way real, okay? You're a biological man getting breast implants. You probably got the little hole down there too, or something else going on. It's all about sex. Why are we trying to act like it's something else other than what it is? Let's just be all the way real, okay? Let's just be all the way real. When we're talking about stuff like monkeypox, it's essentially an STD, according to NBC News and the story they put out. And who was it affecting? Gay men with an average age of 38 years old. So you got a bunch of these gay men. And they said if you had with 10 partners sexually in the past month, and you're a male and you're gay, you're at high risk for monkeypox. So obviously the movement is about sex. That's what it is. Why we got to act like something else other than what it? So when you're on the White House lawn stripping, basically naked, you are being indecent. You are being gross. That's just the reality of the situation. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. Now, here's a video of the person on the White House lawn. So maybe you thought I was making it up. Maybe you thought it was a game. This is the White House lawn. There's music here, I suppose. I'm gonna turn that sound off. That's the person right there. Not this guy right here. This person appears to be, a real deal, working at the White House. Shout out to him. But the person right there, that's the dude that was just on the screen. Or I don't know what the person's pronouns are, whatever. I'm hearing this deep baritone singer voice. I'm not sure what the pronouns are, but I digress. So you got Joe right there. Like I said, he was at the podium. You see the brand new pride flag behind him. Okay, the black and the brown. That's so racist. I'm never going to get over that. Just keep the pride right there. If y'all want to be gay, whatever, I don't care. But why you got to put me in it? I'm not gay. And just because I'm black does not mean I align with y'all. We're not on the same page. I'm black, y'all are something else. But anyway, So there's your man Joe speaking in front of the podium. And then they're going to keep on going here. I'm not really sure why they keep showing him. And then there's Jill. Were there children? Yeah, there's kids there. So you got little kids here, right? And you're getting naked in front of these little kids. Now, it might be legal to show your breasts in DC, but have a little decency, shall you? If you got little children around, maybe you shouldn't be showing breasts, whether they be real or fake. You know, it is what it is. All right. And then there's Jill. And then there's Joe. Okay. So there's a person that got stripped naked on the White House lawn, posing with Joe on the south lawn of the White House. So if you're bringing decency back to the White House again, I can't tell. If you want to see that full video, I'll link to it. But that's enough. That's enough for me. As I close, I want to say this. The movement, if it's all about just loving who you want to love and y'all being normies and all this and that, then that display right there on the south lawn of the White House did not show that. It did not prove that. What I saw was a very, very, very radical leftist ideology that is trying to groom children, doesn't really care about being decent at all, doesn't really care about just common courtesy. I don't care what your sexuality is. Be courteous, be decent. You shouldn't go to the White House and strip naked. I don't think that's really appropriate. I mean, regardless of what we think here in America, what about other countries? You know, when you're at the White House, you have to understand the whole world is watching you. When China, Russia, Japan, India see stuff like that, what do they think? They're pretty much toast. They are a nation that has declined. We're going to take over. They're weak. We can just go in there and do whatever we want. If I was them, I would think that, and that's not a good thing to think at all. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this mess that took place at the White House? Do you care? Do you not care? Is it a serious thing? Not so serious? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This whole thing was a mess. Some may say, hey, AB, you focusing way too much on the LGBT. It's not me focusing on it. It's everywhere. Okay, when I turn on my television, if I'm watching a TV show, at a certain point, it's going to be a drag queen performance for no reason at all. You're taking your kids to school. They're going to have drag queens in there. You are watching politics. They got LGBT. You want to drink beer. You want to eat food. You want to go to Target. You want to go anywhere, everywhere. It's all over the place. I'm minding my business yesterday, driving down the road where I am. It's a major road, and this house had the biggest brand new pride flag with the black and the brown and the trans right there in front of my face. I can't avoid it. It's all over the place. The LGBT movement is as saturated throughout society as Black Lives Matter was back in 2020. I can't avoid it. I got to talk about it. And if I don't say anything to counteract the narrative, they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Before you know it, the 40% or so of Gen Z that identifies LGBT will reach 100% because it's all about the constant hammering, the brainwashing, never ending. It's all they're going to see all the time. And somebody at a certain point has to be the opposing narrative. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Character is on the ballot. Compassion is on the ballot. Decency, science, democracy, they're all on the ballot.